I want to welcome you back to another episode of Bending Time with Deryl Sweeney. I'm calling today's episode I Thought I Cared, I Don't. And it has everything to do with time. So many of you come to me and are sharing stories about how busy you are, how you don't have enough time, how there are too many things to get done in the time we have to do them. And this episode will speak directly to your relationship with time, with your to do list, and how much is on your plate. So I'm excited to share. And I thought I'd start by sharing a story and kind of where this episode came from, where this idea came from. It actually came from my incredible team. I've got an incredible team of people that support me. And one of the things that they're always looking for are systems to help my business run better, to help me be more efficient, to help raise the level of excellence, to help me do more and come from a deeper place of service for you and for my clients. And one of the places that we started with, one of the first places they helped me tackle that I said, I just do not have a great relationship with my inbox and I want to shift it. It's gotten better, it does okay, but my relationship with email, I know it can be better than what it is. And they brought an idea that I had never considered, that I had never even thought about. And they said, Deryl, in looking through your inbox, we noticed that you subscribe to a lot of newsletters. And it's true. I've got brilliant newsletters from coaches that I respect, from business leaders that I learn from authors that I am energized and inspired by all that they share. There's a lot of content that is a part of my evolution, a part of my growth. And so I subscribe to these newsletters, and maybe it's the same in your inbox. Maybe there are a lot of newsletters, a lot of things you subscribe to that were really valuable during a season of your life, and yet they're still there. Maybe you don't even open them or read them. So my team came to me and said, Deryl, we notice you subscribe to a lot of newsletters. And in just the normal course of a day, as you're trying to figure out what you need to respond to and answering client emails, answering prospect emails, answering requests, it feels like these newsletters are kind of mixed in and get in the way. They give you another thing to work through. What if we just pulled them out of your inbox? And I told them the same thing I just told you. I find value in these newsletters. I learn from these newsletters. These newsletters are an important part of my process. I want to make sure that I still have them. And they said, great, great. We understand that. We hear that. We're not getting rid of them. We're not unsubscribing. What we want to do is we want to create a separate inbox for you that has your newsletters. So we'll unsubscribe you from all the newsletters you're subscribed to and resubscribe you into this new Gmail email account that we'll set up. And that way, when you're in your workday, when you're in your process, your inbox becomes more kind of priority, what you need to respond to, what's most important for you. And then you have this other inbox you can go to whenever you have space to dig into newsletters, to read the latest John Gordon or James Clear or Steve Chandler email. And I said, hey, that makes sense. Let's try it. And so they did that. They unsubscribed me. My inbox immediately got cleaned up and they moved everything to a new inbox. What's fascinating, that was almost 6 months ago. Here's what's fascinating to me. I rarely check that other inbox. I rarely read a lot of the newsletters that felt just a moment ago like they were must-haves, that I needed them to keep growing as a coach, to keep evolving, to keep doing what I do. I go there when I have some space, when I have some time, maybe when I'm traveling, maybe when I'm in my smaller office, if you catch what I'm saying. Right? I may go and read through some of those newsletters, but it's become something that is available and fun for me. It wasn't the necessity that I thought it was. I thought I cared about each and every one of those newsletters. I thought I cared about not missing anything, making sure that I didn't miss out or I wasn't behind. I thought I cared. And the minute my team moved them out from being front and center and into another space, I've really woken up to I don't. I just don't care that much. And my relationship with those newsletters has changed where I still have access to them. I still visit them, but they are so much less disruptive and just so much less a part of my day-to-day processes. So, my question for you is, where's this showing up for you? Where in your work, where in your processes and your systems, where in your life are there things that are taking up time that you're treating as a requirement or as a necessity? Where are the things that, if I ask you about them, you're going to tell me, nope, that is really important and I really care about that. But if it wasn't so front and center, if it wasn't right in front of your face all the time, would you lose interest or shift your relationship with those things? And what kind of experiments can we run to find out just how much we care? If this newsletter thing had blown up or I felt like I was really missing them, we could have always put them back. We could have always worked them back into my daily inbox flow. We chose not to do that because it turns out that I thought I cared and I don't. Would love to hear your feedback on this. Would love to hear where this is showing up for you. If you are not subscribed to my email, I want to invite you, and I want to invite you to do that for a very specific reason. In my emails, I'm not only sharing these kinds of videos, but I'm also sharing glimpses into what we're doing inside the SCG Leadership Institute, the 6-month program for leaders. We're underway and it's been phenomenal. And I'm getting great feedback from people that are getting, 6 or 8 minute videos, getting small pieces of what happens in the room is being shared with their leadership teams and their colleagues. It is impacting who they're being as a leader. So if you're not on my email list, hit up DerylSweeney.com and jump into that. If you're listening to this, whether on a podcasting platform or a video platform, subscribe to make sure that these videos and these podcasts keep showing up for you. Now, all the other stuff I was talking about is stuff not to care about. This, though, this you should care about. This you should make front and center. I hope you find value in this conversation. I hope you find value in everything I bring. It is a labor of love. It is a out of service for you so that we can all grow in who we're being as leaders and who we're being as people and who we're being for ourselves and for everybody else in our worlds. So let me know what you're going to test setting aside or changing your relationship with. Let me know what it is for you that you thought you cared about and you don't. And I'll see you next time.